Greetings, everybody. I just wanted to check in with you. I haven't chatted to this group for a while. So, hi. Hope that you're all well. I am now living in Sicily, so this island at the bottom of the boot. And I just wanted to share a really great story that I heard recently. A minister I know, it's a true story, minister I know received a house for his family, something that was a complete miracle because they really didn't have enough money for that to happen. And they were really, really, really grateful. And about 5 years after they'd received this house, things started to break down. And what was most significant that broke down was the sewage system. So you can imagine a sewage system not working. And they got somebody in to have a look and see if they could repair it. The person told them that this was such an old house, they'd have to completely replace the whole system, which was going to cost 15,000 US dollars. Well, obviously, he and his family did not have that kind of money. So other things started to break down, gutters, all sorts of things started to fall apart. And what was once a miracle started to become really burdensome for him. He'd arrive at home and just get this sick feeling in his stomach about everything that needed to be fixed, and he didn't have the money to fix it. Until God sort of gave him a little bit of a nudge and said, hey, look what you do have and stop grumbling. So he started walking around the house and saying, wow, thank you, God, that I have a roof over my head. And going into the kitchen, seeing all the pots and pans and equipment there, going into the bedroom, the furniture, the beds, everything that they had, which, he can't even remember where they all came from. So he started really thanking God. The problem didn't go away. But a couple of months later, they had this incredible hurricane. So they all kind of buckled down and got inside, put down the latches, waited for the storm to pass, and knew that they'd have to go outside and see what damage had been done that they needed to deal with. Well, they got outside, and out of 26 trees that they had, fruit trees that they had in their garden, he was a real green fingers person. He loved gardening. His favorite pecan nut tree had been blown down. The only one, his favorite one. He said, oh no, God, come on, this house, now my favorite tree. And he looked again, and this tree with the roots pulling out had ripped up all the pipes of the septic system. He said, oh no, and this as well. I don't know how I'm going to replace all these pipes. Anyway, the insurance guy came around. He said, this is totally destroyed. You're going to have it replaced. He had the whole system replaced for free. So God knew that hurricane was coming. But the story doesn't end there. About 6 months after that, he was mowing the lawn and noticed that out of that stump of that pecan tree, some little shoots were growing. And he could not believe it. He was just so overjoyed. And I suddenly realized from him telling the story what faith is all about, faith and hope. Jesus in the Bible often used nature to help us understand parables and godly processes. And there's that verse in the Bible that says, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the certainty of things we do not see yet. And I suddenly realized, there's a lot going on underground. There was a lot going on underground with that pecan nut tree and the roots before those shoots sprung up. And it's kind of like that with us with faith and hope. We need to have the faith and hope that there's a lot of things working beyond what we could put together, beyond what is able for us to make happen. And at the right time, when we are the right kind of people, when it is the right time in God's understanding of how everything fits together, those shoots will appear. The reality, the vision, the dream that we've had will materialize. And I just wanted to encourage you with that. I think maybe the reason God has that encourages faith and hope, and things grow underground before they materialize, is because if they didn't, we'd probably mess with them, and the shoot that came out would be pretty damaged. So when we're the right kind of people, when the right kind of circumstances are in place, those shoots, those visions, those dreams, they materialize. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I'm going to start sharing a little bit more about life inspirations that come from nature, just by being in nature, watching nature, as a way of encouraging you to come back into the wild, come back into spending time with wild animals and swimming with dolphins and tribal people, and discover some amazing life-changing insights that will make not only an impact on you, but as you change, as you transform, as you become more and more beautiful, more and more powerful, you'll have a greater impact on the world. So just wanted to share that with you today. Hope it's inspiring. Hope to see you on the next Nature Calls adventure, or Healing Power of Dolphin experience, or 7 Steps Towards Empowerment, African Bush style. And speak to you soon. Bye for now.